Welcome to the Galactic Report, your update on the living pulse of cosmic time. Today is September 19th, 2025, and we are still inside the eclipse portal, suspended between solar and lunar energetics. The partial solar eclipse at the final degree of Virgo arrives in 2 days. And Mabon, the autumn equinox, follows a day later. These alignments interlace harvest thresholds within thresholds and very luminous galactic activations for all of us. The eclipse on the 21st of September marks the closing of an old cycle. It also speaks about the last degree of Virgo. It is a degree of urgency, of completion, where unfinished business must be completed before we cross into new territory. And the refinement of detail, discernment, and closure prepares the way for us to step into Libra's realm of relation and relationships. Because when the sun moves into Libra for the equinox, the focus shifts from perfecting and refining the inner details to seeking balance in relationship, justice, and connection. We have been doing the Virgo energy for the last month. In summertime, we have been perfecting, we have been organizing, and we have been healing a lot of stuff. And now we step into this realm of Libra, where it is about the relationship towards ourselves and towards the others, and bring this perfection that we have experienced last month now into practical alignment. Eclipses are never just ordinary lunations, but this time the eclipse is aligned with the Super Galactic Centre, a cosmic core and an immense point of gravity, and it's sometimes described as the source of source. It is a place where galaxies themselves are drawn into alignment. It is the galactic cauldron. And when activated, it reminds us that transformation is never just external. It is a call back into our essence, into our pure form, really, into unconditional love that we all are, and to the source within. At the equinox, the sun, moon, and Mercury are sitting in Libra, the sign of equilibrium and harmony. Yet, Libra, together with Aries, is intercepted in the chart. Their energy arises, therefore, more subtly in us, as if we move through hidden corridors. And the lesson of self in relation and relation in self emerges less directly, and it asks us for patience and awareness. This is something that I am experiencing myself. I have been doing the Virgo energy quite intensely last month, and now I want to put it into action, into service, and still in Libra time, this is not the moment yet. We have to wait until we move into Sagittarius energy. Now it is really about being aware of the equilibrium state we always try to reach, and never it is a moment that we really can hold very long. Equilibrium is just a point in time, and then we move out of the balance again and towards one or the other scale. And again, in the chart that I am using, which is cast for Berlin, Germany, I would like to talk about the 6th and 12th house. I know this is only relevant for those who live or are in Germany right now, but still, I believe it holds a message for all of us because the 6th and the 12th houses form the main axis of this chart too, because there are so many planets sitting in the 6th and 12th house, as you can see. Everyday rhythms, service, and well-being are interwoven with devotion, spiritual release, and collective memory. And this is something that we all are experiencing in the Libra season, because the sacred flows into the practical life, and vice versa, the practical energy flows into our sacred duty, into our sacred devotion. And the divine flows into life, and life flows back into the divine. So we have this movement of Libra here, and I think it is relevant for all of us. And quite fitting, the elements of air and water predominate in the chart, and they shape this time, this threshold, with a lot of thoughtfulness and feeling. And on the other side, and quite practically too, the Earth is very dominant at the angles, with Taurus at the ascendant and Capricorn at the midheaven. And they offer stability and structure, like the age-old magic cauldron for balance. And the fixed stars, of course, amplify the equinox energy. The ascendant is in alignment with Almach in Andromeda, and it couldn't be more fitting, as Andromeda talks about harmony and balance of our energetics, and the liberation of outdated concepts in our world, in our society, in our relationship, within us. And as you may know or not, I have finished geomancy training during Virgo season, and the core topic of geomancy is about bringing back harmony and balance to the energetics of the world. It is about aligning with not only the cycles of the world, but also with the subtle energetic currents that flow through the earth and therefore through all of us. And it also reminds us, when we step into the geomantic service, that we are creatures that have been called to earth to support her in bringing back harmony and balance in her energetics. So this is something that is also very much connected to Libra energy. We give and we take, and the balance of both of that needs to be in alignment with life, with the life force within us and around us. And the midheaven aligns with the Lyra ring nebula, and it anchors destiny into ancestral remembrance and the Lyran wisdom we all carry within us. And I believe this is our job now, to remember our galactic heritage, remember our gifts we brought with us to Earth, and put them in good service. No more evading, bypassing, excuses. We have to get to work now. And again, the real work starts in Sagittarius season. In Libra season, we still have to evaluate what of the old concepts, what of the old thinking, what of what we have learned so far is still in good service for us, and what can we really let go, and maybe instead tapping into our galactic memory, into our ancestral memory, as I said, that we all hold in our DNA. And it is not so much about activating it strongly, it is about setting an intent to step into the service of creation, and then everything unfolds. At least this has happened to me, and I strongly believe that the alignment with creation helps us to be the beings that we came here to incorporate for Mother Earth. And last but not least, there are so many alignments I could talk about with fixed stars, but the most prominent, of course, with Autumn Equinox is the alignment of Sun with the Super Galactic Centre. And as I said before, it guides us into mastery in our relationships. And as this alignment happens every year at the autumn equinox, you can take a look back. How did my mastery unfold in the past year? Do I have a good relationship with myself? First and foremost, do I honor and cherish myself as this creational being? Because if you don't, how can you have good relationships with others, with the world? And of course, the North Node aligns with Akanar, the star at the end of the celestial river, the mythical river Eridanus, directing the season towards fresh beginnings and free-spirited flow. Again, Sagittarius energy. On one hand, on the other side of the axis, at the South Node, we are confronted with endings and a grounded look into what doesn't serve us longer on our journey towards those new horizons and adventures. So this autumn equinox already holds a lot of Sagittarian energy already. The forecast is there, the direction is very clear, and still we have to evaluate and use the Libra season to get ready, to have everything in order with Virgo, evaluate and finalize what needs to be finalized in order to move forwards in Sagittarius season. Still, we are in Mabon season. It is the second harvest feast, the moment of balance, when day and night are equal. It is the thanksgiving of the old world, marked with bread and apples that are shared and the last sheaf tied in the field. It is the season of the mother in the triple goddess cycle, and it represents fullness before we descend into the darker months. Mabon teaches us gratitude and release, reflection and preparation. Every fruit offered, every candle lit honors the rhythm of life, where completion flows naturally into renewal. So this week, we are in the space between. The eclipse at the edge of Virgo opens the passage of completion, and the equinox sun at the threshold of Libra opens balance and relation energy. And through this portal, the refinement that we have acquired in the last year is now ready to evolve into harmony. And service becomes devotion. Practice becomes ritual. And structure becomes the vessel, the magical cauldron. These are the ways that the eclipse and equinox weave transformation together. So as you step into Mabon, share bread, speak gratitude, release what has completed. In this simple act, you are moving inside a galactic rhythm, aligned with Earth, the stars, and the source of source. Blessed Mabon, blessed equinox, and may balance flow into your path always.